I was in high school, my parents' plans were for me to go study law, but I decided to take the rap route. So in me doing that, I had to prove myself to my mom and my dad. I had to make it work so they could believe in it.
And how you like with Nasty?
Sometimes you get beefs that are like manufactured straight from, like internally, like just like the beef with me and Nasty C. Like that was all encouraged by great marketing and getting the numbers up and
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the coolest kid in Africa. Hold on.
Hey man, goddamn.
What up? Nice,
yo,
good man. So this is one of my favorite artists, man.
I can tell.
Like, dude, I've been loving this guy for such a long time, bro, man. Your music's on point, dog. The last time I had such a feeling about an artist was when I heard Nasty C for the first time.
Yeah.
So when I heard G, I was like, fuck, man, this kid is dope, bro. So when someone says I started rapping at 6, I'm like, how the fuck does that even happen, bro?
because I started writing my own lyrics and officially rapping around the 4th grade, I went into high school already as a rapper. But there was this rap contest that we had in the 8th grade, and I went to it, and I went to the finals. So I actually won the thing. From there, everyone knew me as a rapper, and the way they received it was, this kid is dope. I mean, I would get clowned for always mumbling raps while we're in class, and someone would see me from a distance and be like, this nigga crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty mellow. I like to keep to myself. I'm mostly comfortable around people I know. If that's the case, then I'm very vibrant. I'm just a fly in the room, yeah.
And how you like with Nasty?
Sometimes you get beefs that are manufactured straight from, like internally, like just like the beef with me and Nasty C. Like that was all encouraged by great marketing and getting the numbers up and staying relevant, but it wasn't anything personal. It was whatever, that tactic does work, you know what I mean? But in terms of it affecting me, I don't think it affected me in any way. For me, rap is competitive, so I took it as friendly competition anyway. Let's rap our asses off then.
Dude, I'm sure your mom's so proud of you, dude.
When I was in high school, my parents' plans were for me to go study law, but I decided to take the rap route. So in me doing that, I had to prove myself to my mom and my dad. I had to make it work so they could believe in it, just same way as I do. When your parents say we want you to go to school, especially when you're I want to be a rapper, it's for your own safety. They just want the best for you. It's not really a letdown. When you're as passionate as I am, you're gonna take it the whole way. So I had to prove myself to my mom. I had to make it work so she could say hi. But the crazy thing about my mom is, even though she would tell me that I need to study off the matric, she never really told me to stop rapping or it's bad for me. She actually encouraged me to write more and write about things that mean something to me, not just write just to rap. So that played a huge role because I'm very conscious in what I pen down till this day. Me and my father, I love my father, man. My father would always come back from work, tell me to get in the bands, and then we'd ride around the whole neighborhood, and he'd tell me, yo, play that hip hop, play those songs you like playing, you know what I mean? Play that, and then I play that shit. This nigga would turn the volume all the way up, open up all the windows, you know what I mean? Let me feel comfortable in that space. So I always appreciate my father for that. I used to play a lot of pocket that shit. Yeah.
Ang siya verses on
Inexplicable aura, fire in the water. Anti-sober medicinal herb smoker, skin well coated in Sauvage Dior odor, jotting encrypted messages. Every bar is coded, every bar is quoted. The wave is downloaded, they copies of what the gold is. I call that animal cloning. Remember every encounter in chronological order. These are not the same niggas we thought was singing the chorus. Fuck the cover, I judge a book by its author. Reddit, disapproved on the side, we don't give that credit. Raw and uncut, no edits. When I speak, it isn't hypothetical. Although I make it sound poetic, rare genetics. The chosen one descended from the heavens. Return of the legend, he could land any second. Remain unshaken, I reject your hand gesture. Every line is clear cut when I apply the pen pressure. Dissect them, I'm Lecter, Manhunter, Red Dragon. Only difference is this isn't a novel by Tom Harris. I call this God's planning, I call this pure passion. Came a long way from famine, skipping school, taking chances. Paint pictures with words, no brushing palette. In Ye's words, I'm coming after whoever who has it. Yeah. Attitude formidable, ferocious with the syllables. The last of a dying breed, more like the originals. I'm eating on for interludes, summertime and winter too. In the night and afternoon, shit a little different when that money chasing after you. Shit a little different when that love is unconditional. I'm who the children listen to. My life is like a parable. Every chapter pivotal, living proof of a miracle.
Dog, why are you laughing? Because I fucked your girl, nigga. What? This tough nigga picnicking my girl? Those rumors about her being a dot. With you? Fuck! How can I be so stupid? Relax, Reece. Relax, Reece. It's not my fault your girl likes me. Reece, I was joking. Reece, I was joking.